سلام دوستان، چطورید؟ امیدوارم کارتون خوب باشه. تو این ویدیو میخوایم بریم با هم دیگه ببینیم این معامله‌گر چجوری $50 رو به $15,000 تبدیل میکنه. امیدوارم تا انتها با من همراه باشید و بریم این ویدیو رو با هم دیگه ببینیم که
Currently, so we'll
معامله‌گر
just be
میخواد
trading on
چجوری
gold, right? So that's what
این
we'll
کار
just
رو
be trading
انجام
on.
میده.
And then, if you actually check out this particular stuff, gold is actually already on a nice uptrend, so it has been pushing up for a while, right? So what we just be doing now is we'll just be trying to just rush into a trade and dive out. We'll just be doing a lot of scalping on this particular trade.
خب داره روی چارت طلا ظاهرا میخواد معامله کنه. یه اکانت $50 داریم میبینیم ازش و لورج 1:2000 داره این اکانتی که داره.
If you just check in the link, you just check in the description box there, you should actually find the link to the broker that we'll just be using here now. Okay, guys. So let's
بروکرش هم یه
start.
تبلیغی کرد که
Theoretically, this is on a 5 minute time frame, but in real life, this particular stuff has to just continue going up, right? It's just how it's supposed to work. Okay, now so why is it going down now on a 5 minute time frame? It's just a normal retracement that it occurs on the chart all the time, right? So that's just what's happening at about the spot. And so what are we noticing now? If you notice, this particular stuff has been dropping down. Look at it; it has been dropping down. There's a reason why we have to start recording this video now, because look, it has been dropping down. It has been dropping down. Also at this particular spot, it was dropping down until it got to this spot. And then what do you notice about this spot? It created this formation, and then it created this one, got rejected, and then if you notice, it's actually creating this, and now it's getting rejected again. You can literally see that, right? So now what we're looking at now is that this particular stuff has a high possibility of pushing through to this spot, definitely, and after that through to this spot, definitely. And after that, through to the spot, possibly, right? It might not get to the spot. But from what we can see already here, it seems like a support level is already getting created, at least on a 5 minute time frame, telling us that this particular stop should actually just start pushing up, right? At least it's scalping this particular stop smoothly like that. So what can we do now, guys? We can easily just storm into this particular trade. I'm just going to use, let's say, like 0.1. Let's just buy like 1 to, let's see, remember we're not using unlimited leverage, we're using 1 to 2,000, and also we're using a zero spread. So if you notice, we'll be paying for commission. Like now we've actually spent like $2 approximately for commission because we are using zero spread, right?
دوستان میبینید که چند تا حالا حجم وارد شد و معاملاتش رو باز کرد و وارد معامله خرید شده. اینجا جایی که دارید میبینید توضیحاتش رو داد، تحلیلش رو کرد، گفت جای مناسبی برای اینکه بخوایم خرید انجام بدیم و بریم ببینیم که در ادامه چی میشه.
A few moments later.
Okay, guys, so this is exactly what we're having currently, right? So it actually hit our first level, which I was telling you. It actually hit our first level. Let's try zooming this top out a little bit. Okay, now it actually hit our first level, which I was telling you, which was
خب خریدی که انجام داده تا الان تقریبا 72 دلار تونسته سود بگیره از این حرکت رو به بالا.
And then this level is just a possibility. It might not, but we'll just watch out and just see how his per chart actually goes. But for the meantime, we're actually running just roughly over $68 now, like 69, just okay, let's say $70. That's what we're running currently, and we still spend roughly like.
بچه من توضیح هم بدم، اینجور معامله کردن برای کسی که کل داراییش کل سرمایهش اون مثلا $50 $100 اصلا توصیه نمیشه و اصلا یه کار قمارگونه ایه و چون این شخص الان داره فول مارجین وارد میشه و فقط شما کافیه که اولین معامله‌ای که باز میکنید ضرر بشه، کل سرمایه رو از دست دادید. یعنی اون معامله اوله یه حکم دیگه درسته، ما با احتمالات با تحلیل با یه برد بیشتر داریم وارد معامله میشیم، احتمال برد رو مثلا بیشتر میبینیم دیگه، حداقل 70% احتمال برد رو میبینیم که وارد اون معاملش میشیم، ولی بازم احتمال ضرر هست، بازم احتمال این که اون معامله ضرر بشه استاپ بشه هست. پس این فقط یه حالت جنبه حالا چالشی طور داره. کسی که حالا اگه این $100 $50 مثلا 1% 2% سرمایه‌شه 3% از کل اون سرمایه‌شه، ممکنه که باهاش مشکلی نداشته باشه بخواد این کارا انجام بده و احتمال از دست دادن سرمایه هست. پس حتما توجه کنید. صرفا حالا جنبه این داره که ما ببینیم که چجوری در واقع این کار رو داره انجام میده و اون معاملاتی که داره انجام میده بیشتر برای ما جنبه آموزشی داره و دوست داریم ببینیم تا این که مثلا حالا $50 رو چجوری کرده $15,000 و این یه کار به شدت پر ریسک، به شدت حالا خطرناکه و اینو باید در نظر بگیرید.
$2 for commission. So guys, let's actually just zoom out of this particular trade. We're actually running just about $117 now currently. So we just had a new candlestick form, right?
معاملاتش رو بست، اکانت شد $117 و $2 هم که کامیسیون داد.
A new candlestick actually just got formed out about this spot. So we'll just watch out and actually see what occurs within the next few minutes again.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, so this is exactly what we're having currently. You can literally see we're still having about $117. That's $117. That's what we're still having. And then if we check out the chart now, the chart is actually looking really nice. I'm just going to show you why now, right? Look at it. First of all, if we look at this chart, it has actually hit the level that we're saying possibly is going to hit, right? It has actually hit this level at about the spot. And then that's not just it. If we look at this particular spot, we can see something happening around this region. What do you think this is? A build up, right? If you've been following up with all our videos, you should actually understand this, or if you've gone through our MC100 class, you should understand this better, right? So that this particular stuff is actually creating a nice build up just at about the spot, right? So what are we expecting is going to happen? This particular stuff is going to just push up, right? But then that's not just what we are looking at. We're also looking at the fact that a build up occurred, one. Number two is that we're actually having what now at this particular spot? A bullish engulfing candlestick, right? You can literally say this is actually a bullish engulfing that is actually getting created at about the spot. So what are we expecting? We're expecting this stuff to maybe continue to build up and after that pushes up or possibly just push up at about the spot now. So we don't want to take chances.
با این صحبتایی که داره میکنه به نظر میرسه که همچنان دنبال اینه که به نظر معامله خرید باز کنه و این حرکت صعودی رو بخواد همراهی کنه.
About the spot, even if this stop drops down on us now because it's still pushing up, even if it drops down on us, our stop loss will just be maybe at about this range or so, right? 0.1 by, let's just put 0.1 there, and okay, let's just add some more 0.1.
خب چند تا معامله خرید دیگه باز کرد و عملا دوباره یه جورایی فکر کنم فول مارجین وارد شد دیگه. چند تا معامله 0.1 رو وارد معامله شد.
So this is what we're having currently. What we're actually having is kind of like smooth, right? It's kind of like smooth. The fact that it has hit this our first level here, right? Remember this our first level. It has actually hit this our first level. And then we're having a lot of bullish momentum at about the spot. So I'm going to still hold it. I want to still hold it to hit this particular spot because we've not made like this, just roughly like $58 that we've made currently at about that spot. So what I just want to do is I just want to add maybe just a few more trades. Let's go one trade of 0.3. Let's see 0.3, right? 0.3. Okay, it's cool. So we'll just leave it like that. We'll just leave it like that. We'll just hold this trade on 0.3 and see if we can pick it towards particular region again, right? Towards particular region. The reason for this region is because we're actually having a connecting candlestick at about this spot, right? So we'll just wait now and actually just see how particular stuff actually goes.
A few moments later.
Boom. All right. Okay, guys. So this is exactly what we're having currently. So if you check out this.
چه حرکت خوبی کرد از جایی که خرید کرد. الان 200 تقریبا $60 دیگه گرفته.
Roughly $260. That's what we're running currently. Roughly 263 around that range, right? So that we're actually having an equity of just over $300. That's 380 around that range. That's exactly what we're having, and it's still pushing, guys. Look at that. It's actually still pushing. It's actually still pushing, but let's actually just zoom up this particular trade first. We're actually running just roughly over $400 currently. Just roughly over $400.
معاملاتشو بس، اکانتش شد $407.
It's actually major resistance at about the spot, right? Because this was a major support that became a resistance, and so this particular region itself, right? Okay, let's map it out like this to make more sense. This particular region itself is actually very tricky now, right? It's very tricky. So what you can easily just do is to just wait first and see what happens.
A few moments later.
Broke out of this particular region completely, and then these.
خب بچه ها ببین چه اتفاقی افتاد. حالا اون تایمی که در واقع منتظر بود این تایم فریم 5 دقیقه است دیگه. 1 2 3 4 تا تقریبا 5 تا تایم فریم، 5 تا کندل 5 دقیقه‌ای 20 دقیقه گذشت و ببین خریدایی که انجام داد، یکی اینجا انجام داد که بست این بالا، دوباره بالاتر وارد معامله خرید شد، این بالاتر بست و الان یه اصلاحی رو قیمت کرده و ببینیم دوباره میخواد وارد معامله خرید بشه احتمالاً.
This was actually the region that sustained it at about the spot. So this particular build up at around the spot actually held it, right? So it couldn't just pass this level. If you notice, it got sustained just at about this region, right? After that, it started dropping down smoothly like that. If you notice, this was actually the region it came to, right? So it actually just came towards particular region to just sit here, right, as a form of a retest. So this entire level here, that's what it came to what they call a retest again. And then this particular level also, right, there was actually what they call a mini order block at about the spot, right? So it actually came here also, right? So those were the two reasons why it actually had to drop back down, right? The mini order block at about the spot, and these are what they call these are supports that became a resistance at about the spot. So we'll just be targeting just at about this range. This particular stuff has to keep some retracement at the end of the day. It can't just keep pushing up like this, right? It can, but that's unlike gold. It will actually have to maybe drop down a little bit again and things like that, especially on a bullish engulfing, right? So this is the bullish engulfing that was created. So it has to drop back down a little bit at first again, maybe before it keeps pushing up. So that drop, that's what we are waiting for. So it made us it just drops down a little bit again. We can easily just turn into a speculative trade, guys. Okay, guys, so this is exactly what we're having currently. So you can literally see this speculative.
بچه‌ها ببینید یه کندل قوی بایر دوباره ثبت شد اینجا، بعدش الان دو سه تا کندل حالا قرمز سلرها دارن میزنن که نشون دهنده جورایی ضعف حالا فروشنده ها هست، احتمالاً میخواد دوباره وارد معامله خرید بشه. حالا ببینیم.
Stop. So it actually just dropped down as calculated, right? So it just came back towards this particular level, right? Well, didn't really hit a weak at about the spot, but at least it hit our body at about the spot, right? So guys, we can easily just turn into this particular trade, right? So this particular spot here will just be a stop loss level, right? This particular range will just be a stop loss level. And then we are looking at this particular spot as a first take profit, and because we are scalping, we should zoom out of this particular trade. That's if we don't even leave this trade maybe at about the spot.
160 شد سودش.
We'll see how the formation moves, and from there that will determine if we actually remain this trade or if we actually zoom out.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, so this is exactly what we're having currently. So if you check out this particular
1490 1500 دلار از این حرکت سوم داره میگیره. خب معاملات رو بست با اکانتی که الان از 50 دلار شده 2045 دلار، توی 3 مرحله 3 تا خرید داشته و ببینید در ادامه میخواد چیکار کنه.
We're running just over 2,000 bucks. That's what we're running currently at about this spot, right? So this is actually very, very smooth and very impressive. But then in zooming this stuff out, look at what we're actually having. If we map out this particular chart now like this, you should see what happened, right? You can literally see that, right? It was literally broken at about that spot, telling us that there is a high possibility of more, a high possibility of more bullish momentum, right, happening on this particular chart. Because this particular stuff might still drop down, it might still drop down again. The reason for that is because it actually just broke out, right? So it needs to give a retest, and that's not even the main reason. The main reason is because of what we're having at about the spot, right? So what do you notice is happening at about the spot? This particular stop pushed up, drops down, pushed up, drops down, and then keeps playing around that region. So what do you think is going to happen at about this spot? There is an order block just at about this range, right? We'll just be watching the chart and we'll just see how the stop actually goes. Boom. All right. Okay, guys. So this is exactly what we are.
ببین یه اصلاح دیگه باز قیمت الان انجام داده و حالا توضیحاتم خودش داد و نکته مهمی که الان من دارم خیلی بهش توجه میکنم اینه که از اولی که شروع کرد اولین معامله رو انجام داد، شروع یک حرکت صعودی رو گرفت، یعنی جای بسیار مهمی قیمت بود، میدونست از اونجا احتمال اینکه قیمت بخواد حرکتش رو انجام بده رو به بالا هست و از اونجا اومد وارد معامله خرید شد و این شکل گرفتن روند صعودی رو داخل تایم فریم 5 دقیقه داره همینجوری دنبال میکنه و هر اصلاحی که قیمت میزنه و هر جا که میبینه دیگه سلرها توان حالا پایین اومدن رو ندارند و جای مناسبی برای وروده میاد و دوباره وارد معامله خرید میشه و همراهی میکنه این روند صعودی رو و الان هم دوباره
literally see that
این اتفاقه داره میفته.
actually very crazy, right? Now, what can we say about this spot? This particular stop just dropped down, just like we calculated. It just dropped down through to this particular region. And what region did it get to? Our order block, right? You can literally see that it actually went straight to a mini order block at about this region. And then that's just not it. If you look at this stuff, what candlestick is this? This is actually a normal morning star, right? That actually got created at about this spot, right? Telling us again that this particular stop is still going to push up, right? And then
اسم کندلستیک هم داره، الگوهای کندلی هم میگه.
Right, it's already broke out, right? So this particular stuff that just happened at the same time is also a retest. So we are confirming it with three major factors already. So what do you think is going to happen in this chart? It's just going to push up, right? We are having over $1,000 of free margin currently as we speak.
خب بازم وارد معاملات ترید شد. چندین حجم مختلف دوباره وارد معامله خرید شد. ببینیم.
A few moments later.
So this is exactly what we're having currently, right? So this particular stuff
1700 تا تو سوده.
evening star at about the spot, right? It just gave us an evening star. And if you see this particular stuff now, it seems like to be dropping against us already. So if we're smart, we just leave this trade, right? Because this stuff already gave us an evening star at about the spot. So we're actually having just roughly 3,000, over $3,000. That's what we're having. So what we just do now is
قیمت حرکت خوبی رو انجام داد ولی حالا اونجا نبست دیگه. ببین پایین‌تر بست تقریبا و همه سود رو نتونست بگیره. اکانت الان شد $3,111. اکانتی که $50 بود.
we'll just wait for it to possibly hit this level, because I feel that this the level is coming to us. It's coming to this level. If it hits this particular level, we can zoom into the trade and place our stop loss again right about at about the spot, just below this particular level again. That's where we just place our stop loss.
A few moments later.
And now what we can see now, it's actually just hit a level what we're looking at just now, and we already know our stop loss will just be right below this level, just like that, to actually give the chart.
ببین قیمت چجوری داره، چقدر شدید میریزه، چه کندل نزولی زده و خیلی ها شاید اینجور موقع ها دنبال اینن که مثلا تو تایم فریم های خیلی کوچیک‌تر مثل یه دقیقه‌ای بیان این سقف ها مثلا بفروشن و یه سری معاملاتی رو بگیرن، معاملات سل بگیرن، در صورتی که هنوز بچه‌ها دارید میبینید دیگه، خودش هم داره توضیح میده روندی که ما الان داریم یه روند کاملا صعودیه و ببینید کفایی که الان قیمت برای ما شکل داده کفای بالاتره و تا زمانی که این کفا که الان خودش هم مشخص کرده دیگه با فلش، این تا زمانی که قیمت زیر اینا تثبیت نکرده، کلوز نداده، ما نمیتونیم این روند صعودی 5 دقیقه رو نزولی در نظر بگیریم و بازم من فکر میکنم داره میخواد در واقع وارد معامله خرید بشه احتمالاً.
A little bit of breathing space. So guys, let's actually zoom into this particular trade now. Okay, so I'm actually having a free margin of roughly like $1,000, which is
بازم وارد معامله خرید شد. چندین حجم مختلف معاملات خرید.
All right. Okay guys, now
چه حرکتی انجام داد. $13,275 این حرکت الان تونست ارزش سود بگیره و یه جورایی فول مارجین وارد میشد دیگه، یعنی 3,111 و با تا جایی که بهش در واقع بروکر میده میتونه معامله خرید رو باز کنه و این داره این کار انجام میده، فول مارجین وارد میشه و الان شد 13,200 سودش.
Now this is actually impressive. Over $13,000 currently at about this spot. No guys, this was actually really impressive. Now what happened was this. Now remember a normal stop loss level, right? So just played, it never even got towards the particular spot and then it started pushing up.
دقیقاً از جایی که باز کرد معامله شد پرتاب شد روی بالا.
It's so smooth and then it's favoring us because it just kept pushing up smoothly like that, and so our bullish candlestick completely engulfed this particular level, and we know what happens after that. It starts flying, right? And then after that, what do we notice? It just kept pushing and pushing, and it's currently at about this level again, and it's also just pushing smoothly like that. Now we can literally relax. We're done for the day. We're done for the day. So let's zoom out of this particular trade, guys. Let's just zoom out. So that we're actually running just over $15,000, guys.
خب معاملهشو بست و اکانت تبدیل شد به $15,715 و واقعا هنر معامله‌گریشو نشونمون داد. این معامله‌گر فوق‌العاده با تجربه است، فوق‌العاده حرفه‌ایه و امیدوارم که استفاده کرده باشید، خوشتون اومده باشه. اگه دوست دارید همچین ویدیوهایی رو باز در ادامه براتون بذارم حتما ویدیو رو لایک کنید و کانال رو هم اگه سابسکرایب نکردین این کار رو انجام بدید. خدا نگهدار.